It's about 7:55 in the morning. I figured I'd bring you something bright and early, see how things are doing early in the morning as opposed to 7, 8, or 9 in the evening. Would, think there'd be more life out early in the morning before work. I also waited a bit to see if this stupid stimulus bill would actually go through. It seems it has. That's why you haven't got a video in a couple of days here. And basically, I'm not a fan of it. $600 for everyone who qualifies. Not every American, mind you, just everyone who qualifies. You had your business shut down, but you made more than 75 grand last year. You don't qualify. You lost your business and you made more than $75,000 last year. Hey, you don't qualify. No. It's ridiculous. But this is what's supposed to save America. Meanwhile, that's only 300 or 400 billion, but the other 500, 600 billions going to Asia and Africa and Europe. It's bad. We're gonna give all this money overseas, and for what? When people are getting $600 checks, it's pathetic. But what can you do? That's just how the politicians get rich. Let's take a gander over here. We got a rent-a-center. It's not open yet. I wouldn't expect it would be. It's probably doing pretty good business considering it's getting really close to Christmas here. This used to be the Pineapple Hill Grill. This is now a social house, Reza's or something. I don't know. I don't see a way to get in here. I mean, I see the door, but if you look at this wooden enclosure they built. Oh, here's how you... Oh my God. It's literally like forcing people to go through a cattle door. You're serious with this? You're serious with this? Share joy, shop small. Well, I love supporting local businesses, but Ren Social House, yeah, dude, this is pathetic. You really gonna make people go through this stupid door to get into? It's just the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. You gotta, pardon my language, you gotta be kidding me though. Here's another waxing place. All right. Hey, those people, I hope they get $600 because they can't even operate. All these businesses, they can't even operate. But hey, the $600 is gonna save everyone, right? Come on. Let's see what we have here. Yep, everything you would expect. Yeah, stay home when you're sick, right? We don't know what, COVID has, but stay home, stay home. There we go, more reminders. COVID, stay 6 feet apart, blah, blah, blah. Multiple face coverings. In case you don't know how to read one, they got multiple for you. I'm glad I saw this. They'll be closed till the 2nd of January. Well, Gavin Newsom just said that the lockdown is going to be extended. So you think you're going to be opening your business back on January? You ain't going to be opening up. No, you're not going to do that. Yeah, see, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Your buddy Newsom's hooking you up, closing you down, keeping you shut down. It's pathetic. And these malls are just not doing good, man. Barely anyone's out here. But hey, stay home because you might have a sniffle or a cough. That's what it's all about. It's just pathetic. They're just using this to destroy the economy. Nancy and her nephew Newsom, they're going to get rich. When everyone loses their houses and all these businesses go out of business, hey, they'll sell it up to the highest bidder from Beijing or Shanghai. The Chinese are going to march right in here and buy half the state out. But that's, that's what we voted for. That's what we asked for, right, people? Democracy at work. I mean, none of these businesses are open. I'm kind of surprised. It is 8 in the morning. But I'm not surprised because think about it. All your customers are home. I mean, I'm actually really happy to see how packed the parking lot is. These are all the employees that are in each of these businesses here. For protection of others, wear your face mask, blah, blah, blah. See, I watch, I forget his name, but he's a parody of Bob Ross. This guy's a genius. He's a former drill instructor, and he made a good point. Individual liberty doesn't mean that I sacrifice my liberty for the other guy. I don't care about you, you don't care about me. We're all Americans. We're all on the same team, but think of it this way. There's supposedly 300,000 people that have died of, COVID, corona. Now those numbers are very, very manipulated, very, very fudged. I don't want to use the other F word. I don't want to say anything is, don't want to use F-R-A-U-D. No, I can't say that word, because then they'll assume we're talking about Beijing Biden. But what we do know is that, you know, supposedly 300,000 people have died. Okay, I understand that. 330 million, 350 million Americans. Okay, I understand. You don't want all of America to die, right? So you lock us all down. Well, let me ask you this. How is anyone supposed to work with all these businesses closed? How are people supposed to feed their family when you're giving us a $600 check after 7-8 months of waiting? That's my question to you, the politician, and to you, the viewer. Do you think this is acceptable, $1,800 this year, when most people haven't been able to work in a couple months? And I love when I go on to YouTube comments, everyone's like, oh, just get a job. Hey, that sounds like an amazing idea for you guys that are in red states who are allowed to do so. I mean, if I got a few subscribers, I think I got like 8 yesterday, whoever linked my video in Salty Cracker's Corona mutation video, that, God bless you, that was awesome. But anyway, getting back to the point here, this is a California primarily channel. I'll talk about US news, I'll talk about world news, but the videos you see, the older ones, you know, they were about the California Orange County homeless crisis. The newer ones, I'm still giving you tours of these dying malls. Right now I'm back in Tustin, showing you how bad things are in the middle of the day. Okay, scratch that, it's 8 in the morning, the start of the day. But everyone should be stopping off, getting coffee, getting food. There are numerous restaurants, all of them closed as you can see. There's a Starbucks over here. I'm actually curious if Starbucks is even open during this stupid Corona crap. Let's find out. Let's find out. Nope. Starbucks ain't open. Oh, but you gotta wear your stupid face covering. Here we go. Our store is temporarily closed. Please accept our apologies. To find nearby Starbucks stores, please download the app. No, I got enough apps on my phone. Fuck that. You know, that's all everyone wants to do. I could rant and rave about that for 20 minutes. I don't need more apps on my phone. My buddy, he works at a store, he calls it bloatware. That's what it is. Your Samsung comes with Samsung Pay, Samsung Fitness, Samsung yada, yada, yada. Everything, you know, Samsung, hey, there you go. That's fun. Most people don't use Samsung apps. They use the phones. My phone's a Galaxy S7. Yeah, it may not be top of the line, but this video, you know, these videos are pretty good. I can't complain. I'm not going to go out there and buy a $2,000 iPhone from China and support those bastards getting richer and richer. Nah, forget that. I'm getting fired up now because this is BS. $600 checks for the little man while none of us can work in California. You got Gavin Newsom. He caught the damn corona the other day. I'm glad. He's got to spend 10 or 14 days in quarantine. Good. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. He lives in a mansion. He's going to have everything to enjoy while we're sitting in our tiny apartments, while we're struggling in our homes. It just gets me so angry. This is kind of like a metaphor for this country right now. It's a stop sign. It's upside down. It still works, but it's not working right. We need to stop the lockdowns. The solution cannot be more deadly than the cure. You're going to have 50 million plus Americans starve if they cannot afford to feed their families, if they cannot get jobs to earn money to feed their families. Millions and millions of people will starve. The news will never tell you that. They're not going to tell you that we're going to have a possible food shortage next year. They're not going to tell you that. And just like I predicted that these mutations in coronavirus are going to lead to more lockdowns, hell, that went faster than I thought. It wasn't even a week after the news was released in London that the BBC flip-flopped. They're locking down, you know, England. They're a pariah now. No one wants to do business with them. Keep your mutated COVID to yourself, they're telling everyone. We don't want your triple-strength new and improved COVID. So, of course, England's going to suffer now. UK is going to suffer. And for what? The mutation cannot be worse than the original cold, corona, flu, whatever the hell you want to call it. It can't be worse. Follow me in my logic on this. Every time a virus mutates, it usually doesn't get more deadly, but the vaccine to stop the virus isn't going to work. It's not going to be as effective. So a mutation is bad in regards to this vaccine plan they have because they ain't going to do shit. They ain't going to do shit. So you ask yourself, okay, the vaccines aren't working. Oh, and that reminds me of Fauci. Fauci came out the other day and said, no, don't close the border with England. Well, why shouldn't we close the border? That's what we did when Corona first started. Don't we? We don't want the newer, deadlier strand, don't we? You know why? He wants people flying in from England in case this thing is worse than what we already have. He wants people to come in from England so that when these, you know, Corona mutations start, you know, infecting people and quote unquote possibly worse than it already is, no, that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is the mutations will be more contagious, more people will be sick. But here's the thing, There's $3,000 on the $3,000 people already on the VScan CDC list. They're keeping track of everyone that's gotten a vaccine, about 100,000 people so far, and 3,000 of those people are so injured they can't leave their bed. They're